Well, hello, you wonderful people. Welcome back. Give yourself a hand. For those of you who are new to this particular podcast, or faux podcast, as I should say, because it's not a real podcast. I just kind of make this to poke fun at everybody, their mama, and celebrity that now has a podcast, So, the name is Pate 3.0. This is called The Queen's Tales. Hello, I am the Queen of the Milky Way Galaxy. Thank you so much. And joining me today is my very special co-host. For those of you who are my truest and dearest fans that return all the time to my channel and also listen to my music, okay? It is my alter ego, the man behind the operation that makes everything possible. Me, Peyton James Cross Jr., give it up. Why, thank you. How are you today? I'm fabulous. So, what do you have for us today? Well, as you have said before, this show is really, or this faux podcast, is really just a chance for, I guess, me to tell the behind the scenes story of my life away from the brand, the product that I created that is Peyton 3.0. My everyday life and the struggles of trying to get a dream, a vision off the ground as somebody with very limited resources. Working a 9 to 5 and in the rat race, like most of us. So it's getting really ugly and uglier out there in the job market. As for those of you who don't know, go watch the last couple episodes or listen to the last couple episodes of the podcast in the playlist. I'll give you some insight of what I'm talking about today, but let's just go ahead and continue. So, after I was rudely I'm just gonna laid off, okay? That's what I want to say, laid off from the Fountain Blue because of some other employee. It took me some time to find another job that was around the same, on wage. So then I got hired at the Strat on the strip in Vegas. That is. And so I was hired at the Strat. I was there for 3 months, doing my thing and having to learn the property and the hotel and all that stuff. And I worked the front desk and also worked the call center as well. We had to learn how to do both. Well, as I'm heading into work one day, I get a call from the boss. And mind you, this is only like it's only like 2 months apart from the last job I had down the street. I get a call from the boss saying that don't come in. We have to lay you off because we're making budget cuts. And I'm sitting here like, in my head, I just learned all this stuff. And what do you mean budget cuts? I mean, I know what he meant, of course. I'm business savvy, but I was just in disbelief. I'm like, wow, that's 2 jobs I was let go of in a literally short period of time. Never, ever, ever had to happen to me before. And so luckily, I was just like, you know what, whatever. So I went back on the hunt immediately. And at the first day, I was kind of like rolled over, got undressed, and went to sleep. Got up, like I didn't even make a scene on the phone with him. I just was like, okay. And he was surprised. He thought I was gonna make a scene. I was gonna break down. I was like, okay. Nope. Went, turned everything in, got my last check. What came in the mail that same day also was a check from me bootstrapping. I call myself bootstrapping Annie. Me bootstrapping to book my own show. You know, and when you're a no name, it's hard for anybody to want to pay attention to you. So I had to get creative. And somebody booked me for the Pittsburgh Pride. Yay. Um, and I was paid $100 for that performance. It was all mine. There was nobody else involved. It was all me. So so basically, I'm officially a real professional performer now. Okay, give that a hand. Now, my next performance may not be for another century, but at least I had one. And I was paid for it. Anyway, so that 100 came in, and then I got the check. The last check, it was like supposed to $700 something dollars. Right around my rent. Okay. And just as I try to put together a plan of how I was going to strategically job search this time, because I was literally just going to take a job at Burger King on the street, literally, and even though they're paying significantly lower than what my previous job I was just let go was paying me, I was going to take it for now, so I wouldn't be without making money, you know, for the days passing. To go ahead and just have some money coming in while I look for like the real job. I call it the real job with the real money again, you know. But it's getting to a point where you don't know if you're gonna be let go from these jobs again. I could be my third layoff if I try to get another job at one of these foreign casinos and hotels again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally getting ugly. So the job market's changing. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just gotta beware. People are getting laid off from everywhere, anything, every day. You know? The heydays are over. And that's why I tell people, try your best if you can. Not to spend all your money up. Have something when it hits the fan. You know? So, also, I knew that the IRS still owed me money. I had been for my taxes in March, and they still were not processing it all the way through. They said a delay. I'm just like, okay. So here I am, laid off twice in a short period of time. A lot of my nest egg money is practically gone or too low. But I still had like earned income money just that was earning from working at the job from sitting there. That was coming in, not much. And then all of a sudden, one night where I was trying to figure out a strategy of what I was going to do, I looked at my account and I saw that the money the IRS owed me was there. How about that? And I was like, glory day. At the end of the day, the universe, the angels, whoever are, they're really looking out for me. So I mean, it it could have just been a coincidence, right? Because I have been begging for that money to be released, and if it's any time to save a hoe, it'll be right now. And look at that, the money just dropped. The IRS is just like, here you go, here's your money. And I was like, that's no coincidence. Like the universe is working for me. Come on now. As I was doing all my little math. And see, I don't really like to talk about my money like that to anybody. Or how much I got going on in my account, so I won't. But just know that I had a cool lump sum to tie me over till I find so I start making money again from the little buffer job up the street, Burger King, for now, while I look for a real job. So I secured Burger King, and now, like I said, it's not much money as what I was making, and now I get to look for the actual job with the real wages that I was making, and I'll find something better. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when they let you go, you find something else for $1 or two more. Huh? Okay. I even reinvented myself. Instead of buying with the boring old black shirt, button down with the slacks, still kept it professional slack interview tier, but this time I bought a shirt with a pop of pink. No, not a pop of pink, but I bought a hot pink shirt that was a dress shirt because I wanted the shirt to stand out. Bam! When I hit the interview room, it's bold, it's sassy, it's zesty, and it fits me because obviously when I walk through the room, I'm giving you gay man esque anyway. So there you go. Sorry, folks, the mic kind of went out. Give me a moment. Testing. Here we go. And so, even though this is a tragedy, and there's probably many of you listening right now who have been laid up from a job and you don't know what's the next step, or maybe you're at zero, you got kids to take care of, and they just cut you off because they don't care because it's cold out here in this corporate world. I'll leave you with this. Always try to lead with strategy. always try to get creative out here. And always be learning a little something about how things really work out here. So that when things are good, and then things go bad again, because they always do. Shit always hits the fan, so you keep living long enough, plenty of shit's gonna hit the fan, let's be honest. But it's how creative can you get to solve the problem. And so my mind likes to do a little worry. My mind loves to know that money's coming in constantly. And if it ain't, it'll try to worry me, but I have to say to my mind, we're good, we're fine. And this is nothing new to us. Well, kind of. But this is how it's always going to be. As long as you're hired by somebody else, you're always going to be just no such thing as job security. We know that, brain, we know that there's no such thing as job security. Especially even now, there's definitely no job security, no loyalty. So, again, this is quick, fast. You can quit a job, they can quit you. So, yeah, it's just an ugly, ugly game. We play in this country. But just make sure that the cards are in your hand somewhat when they do cut you. Somewhat. We can't all always have money ready to go, but just don't trust any jobs. Assume that you're going to get let go at every job, especially now. Soon you're going to get fired. Assume you're going to get let go, because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready while the pants leg is being put on, and the boss calls you and tells you, "Don't come in. We're letting you go." And the shame of it all is that a lot of us didn't even excuse me. A lot of us don't even have full time at most of these customer service jobs anyway. You know? And for those who do have full time, I have full time. A lot easier to get full time at these hotels on the Strip in Vegas than it is any other customer service job. But best believe that you'll be one of the first ones cut, especially when you're fresh with the company and you got full time. They're definitely cutting you. They're definitely cutting you. Budget cuts. Anyway, yes, you're using something about a pawn. So I just want you to be aware that nobody has your back like you do. If you're lucky enough to have a community of friends and people who can get you back on your feet quickly, who can get you just into a new job, get you in a network, very, very good for you. Hold on to that, because it's actually more rare these days than you think. But for a lot of us, I see by the crying on TikTok that that's not the case. Okay. They don't got that. So they're on their own, they're crying, they couldn't get another job, or nobody's calling them back. But most of the time it's because most people are not using strategy. They're throwing up the same resume the same way, and there's no tweak. There's nothing that's made the company look at you twice. Did you tweak the subject line and say for the position that you are applying for, the exact position and the name of the company? Because that's usually all I do, and I'll get a nice handful of looks just like tweaking the objective line to tailor it to them, to each job, each position. And that's all I do. It's that simple. That one thing can make a world of difference in the results that you get. But most people are just throwing out all these resumes, and then the Generation Z people are crying out there talking about, I can't get a job. I can't get a job. They won't hire you. It's because you're not using strategy. You're spraying people with resumes the same way. And make sure anyway, that's all that's all the advice I'm going to give on that part. But yeah, that's the story. So that's where I am currently. But I'm also about to release this album, and ain't nothing gonna stop that. Yes, debut album, Give It Up. Yeah, we're gonna make this a nice long rollout. The rollout starts tomorrow on July 1st, 2024, and it's gonna last for up to 3. I'll stretch it out for 5 months. We'll see. We'll see how the response is. Anyway, it's fun. This is the most exciting part. Is the album rollout. That's what I look forward to. Is the album and this rollout. It's gonna be great. So anyway, thank you. And folks, thank you so much for being here today. Give yourself a hand. If you like what you heard today, please hit the like button, share with your friends, and comment. Now, I know a lot of you probably knew. So if you're into electronic dance music, get on the email list at my website, peyton30.com. That's peyton30.com. Okay? Now, also get on all the social medias, especially if you're into electronic dance music. This is where you'll see a bulk of where my rollout is, besides in ads. And if you're on my email list, sending reminders in the email that there is an album coming, and there are album updates along the way. Maybe a couple live streams. We'll see. We'll see. All right, folks, that's it for me today. This has been Peyton 3.0, and this has been Peyton James Froud Jr., and we'll see you on the next episode of the Queen's Tales podcast. Bye-bye.